Hello Sag, welcome to your reading for October. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Please make sure you check all your placements to get a clear picture of what's going on for you at this time. As always, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate for all of you. Please take the bits that do resonate and leave the rest behind for somebody else. Now, these readings are going to be a little mystical and esoteric thanks to the oracle cards I've been using. And it's in honor of Halloween and Samhain, and it's a great time for us to prepare for regeneration before we hit Scorpio season and eclipse season, because that's going to be a doozy. So it's a great time for us to introduce ourselves to those shadows that we definitely need to look at this point. Oh, nice. I like it. We have divination. Take a breath, take it twice. Insightful reflections are guided by light. Some of you may be into the occult. Some of you may be tarot readers yourselves. Some of you may be astrologers. Some of you may be spiritual healers. You may be healing yourselves. Either way, it's a beautiful card to get at this time. I will be referring to the book because these cards are new for me, but let's pull all your oracles before we get to that. Oh, I'm just going to take one. I think two flipped. Let's just take both. The hell. We have the unseen and the crone. Interesting. You see what I mean? Very mystical. Right off the bat. All right. Some of you may be psychic. Triple spiral. Listening to divine wisdom and joyfully learning life's lessons. Yeah. And there are a few non-mystical cards in all of these decks, but you've got the most mystical ones. That's there for a reason. Now, divination could talk about a few things. It could talk about different practices used to seek guidance from the divine. It could be looking for answers in cards, tarot cards, tea leaves, coffee grounds, clouds, synchronicities, the flame. It could be anything. It could be you being so inherently connected to the divine source that the answers lie within you and you just need to open up your third eye to, well, find them. If you've pulled this card, it says, you are being asked to explore your ability to receive guidance from the earth and the divine. Now it's time to go deeper into your practice, and you must learn to trust in your own ability to feel your way into messages as well as your ability to interpret them. It also means that there is a need to take more time to reflect. I feel like when we're going through particularly difficult periods of time, we start looking at tarot readings, we start going to astrologers, all of that. But all of these cards right here are suggesting that you are more connected than you realize. It's almost like you don't even need to be here. You don't need this reading from me. There are insane intuitive and psychic powers that lie deep within you. Sag. You do rule the ninth house of philosophy and spirituality. So dig deeper. If you do practice the occult in any shape or form, go deeper. Why? Again, we have the crone. Now, this is part of the trifecta, the maiden, the mother, and the crone. And the crone is, well, the grandmother. It is the grandmother of ancient wisdom. It is somebody who has seen a lot. It is someone who is magical, clairvoyant, psychic, intuitive, and very, very wise. It says, the crone energy accepts everything, devouring beauty and suffering with the same mouth, using their energy to reveal hidden secrets and knowledge. Her energy resides in all of us, though it is feared by most for its power and unconventional relationship with death and the macabre. Awakening the crone is dangerously rich and unapologetically magic. I'm getting goosebumps. Isn't that powerful? You are unapologetically magic, Sag. And I feel like you don't even realize it because, well, you're not seeing it. There is something right here that is suggesting that there is some kind of clairvoyant ability deep within your spirit that is dying to jump out. The unseen is something that, well, yes, we can't see, right? But it is a wisdom which is kind and instructive. And it is a presence that needs to be sensed. It's almost like we doubt this existence. We doubt this divine presence that comes from deep within us. but it could show itself in many forms, like I have mentioned, with clouds and synchronicities and all of that. But this wisdom could come in the form of a compelling dream, something that you remember when you wake up and it doesn't leave your psyche. It could be a sudden insight. It could be that aha moment, that light bulb moment. It could be a voice that you hear, right? It could be a vision. It could be a message that you receive from a loved one through a symbol, through a sigil. So when this card appears, it's almost like your guides are telling you that they are close by. The eternal is present. And it's almost like the doorway between this world and the other world is open. And that's what happens during Samhain, right? The veil is very thin between this world and the next one. So this is the time for you to listen. Why the triple spiral is important? Again, maiden, mother, crone. Innocence, nourishment, and wisdom. And again, we have feminine and masculine energies deep within us, so it doesn't matter what gender you are. There is almost this innate wisdom that lies inside you that you need to start accessing. And this is something, again, this particular card suggests that it is time for you to take responsibility for yourself and the decisions that you're making. Okay, you are not responsible for the troubles of the world, and it's too much for one person to take. You may be an empath. You may absorb other people's energies and frequencies very readily. So it's time now for you to concentrate on your own life, your own truth, and your positive thoughts about the future. Tread your own path and choose a reality that is full of joy and peace. If you know where your North Node is, start practicing the characteristics of that particular sign. Okay, speaking from experience, I'm a Pisces North Node, which means I was born to be a spiritual healer, right? Understand where your North Node is. You will be surprised if it's in a very spiritual sign. All right, I told you this was going to be esoteric, and this has been the most esoteric oracle pull out of all the signs I've done. Let's see, what does your tarot say? Hopefully this is going to be a little more tangible. Not following any particular spread. We're just going to go with the flow here. We have the Page of Swords. We have the World. Nice. We have the Death card. We have the Ace of Swords. I love it. Let's pull your second row. Oh, dropped a card. The Lovers. Nice. The Nine of Cups. The Three of Wands. And the Knight of Cups. All right, bottom of the deck. Eight of Cups, Strength. 10 of Pentacles and the High Priestess. I'm not surprised she's shown herself. All right, Sag. What I'm getting here is with the Ace of Swords and the Knight of Cups, there is a truth. There is some kind of truth, that aha moment that I was talking about, that has surfaced for you. It could be a truth about love. It could be a truth about someone who's approaching you with love. It could be a truth about someone you want to approach. It's almost like a realization of what makes your heart happy. Nine of Cups. Nine of Wands. It could be a struggle, whatever this is, whatever this truth and realization is about a particular person. I'm getting that it's not smooth sailing, but you're not giving up on this. That unseen, divination, all of these, the crone wisdom, they're all kind of nudging you towards this energy, asking you to stay strong. With the Death card and the Three of Wands, there is a transformation that needs to take place, and you know it. The Magician, you're manifesting this transformation. You're manifesting a change in this dynamic. And I feel like you're doing it from a very healthy place. You're not trying to restart something. You're trying to completely transform whatever the situation is. You don't want to start, like, pick up from where you left off. You want a fresh, clean slate. the Death card and the Magician together is very powerful energy. And I feel like Scorpio season. Now we have a new moon solar eclipse in Scorpio on the 25th. And the sun enters, Venus and the sun both enter Scorpio on the 23rd. That is when this energy will start showing itself. This rebirth can be painful, but it's going to be worth it, whatever this is. Again, the World card, 9 of Cups. Something has to end so it can begin again. It's almost like, when someone's like reaped their harvest, right? And all that is left is dead roots and husk. And that soil has to be tilled so that new seeds can be planted. This is the tilling of that soil. The soil needs to be overturned. The roots need to be disturbed so that the ground can be prepared for something new. This is something that's going to bring you a lot of joy. Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is the only card in the tarot, in the original Rider-Waite, that represents that eclipse that I've been talking about. Justice, yes. Where there was indecision, there will be clarity. There will be balance. There will be equilibrium. Let this end. Whatever this is, if it's falling, don't hold on for dear life. Let it fall. You'll be surprised at what you will receive after you allow this surrender. Sag. There is a wish that wants to be fulfilled here, but it's almost like you're holding on to something that has reached its expiration date. It's a concept, it's an ideology, it's a belief within this particular connection that has reached its, shelf life. It's done. It needs to be revived into something, not revived, it needs to be transformed into something brand new. With the Page of Swords and the Lovers, I feel like if there is a disconnection in this particular relationship, you're energetically still tied to each other. There could be spying, it could be on social media if you want to be 3D about it, beautiful. Or it could be energetically. There is a thread that connects the two of you. And with the Ace of Cups, there is a whole lot of love here with the Lovers. This is not something that you should give up on. I don't usually say that. I don't try to condone people to holding on to things that have, reached their expiration date. I don't think this has. 8 of Cups and Strength. I'm almost getting that there needs to be a sense of you walking away from this fear, the Hierophant. Yeah. There's an elevation that is happening here. But maybe you need to walk away from this. Maybe you need to walk away from this idea of this being a problem. I'm not getting this as a problem. I'm getting this as a rite of passage. As something that needs to happen. When you graduate, right? You're graduating high school. It is the end of school life. It hurts. It does hurt because you're leaving behind friends, you're leaving behind a beautiful building that you've spent most of your life in. But till you graduate, you will never reach university. You will never reach that higher level of education, deeper friendships. You need to leave this behind, this concept of whatever this was. Whether it was a casual relationship, it was in and out energy, let it die. The 10 of Pentacles and the High Priestess. I told you had the answers. You know this. You don't need me to tell you this. This is a spiritual connection. Whatever this is. It may be extremely difficult to deal with, but that is what is making you evolve and ascend and grow as a person. I'm not saying we should constantly attract difficult relationships because we need to, keep evolving in life. No, life needs to be easy. Love needs to be easy. But you make it easy. It doesn't come to you easy. If it comes to you easy, it leaves easy. That's what I believe in. If it's mired in chaos, it prompts you to get yourself out of that quicksand so you can make that relationship beautiful, because that's when it's worth it. And you know it's worth it. there's something here that is worth it. And the person you're dealing with knows this as well. Whatever this hiccup is, let it run its course. You'll be surprised. Alright, short reading for you, but that's what we have. I don't see any point in prolonging it. It was a pretty clear message. Alright, let's get you some charms to close this off. Oh goodness. We have I love and a broken heart. Your heart is broken, and I feel like the person you're dealing with, their heart is broken as well. Who got the other broken heart? I think it was Scorpio. So if you're dealing with a Scorpio, go watch that reading. We have the Hamsa hand, which is telling me that you're divinely protected. You're being guided. Listen to that inner wisdom. Listen to your spirit guides. Listen to the universe. The answers are right there. About your happily ever after, about the stability that you are craving. We have a seahorse. Seahorse is made for life. This is your person, whoever this is. And they know it. If there were other options or opportunities or whatever in either of your lives, I feel like you keep circling back to each other. And we have Leo. You could have Leo heavily in your chart, or you could be dealing with somebody who doesn't have to be. But whatever this was, I think Leo season may have been extremely transformational and difficult for you. This other transition that's going to happen around the end of October will be painful for everybody. But the new chapter that begins after that will be worth it. Take my word for it. Hang in there, Sag. And trust yourself. Please trust yourself. I would trust you. I would trust you with any kind of information now. That says a lot. I don't trust a lot of people. But if that is your energy, it is soulful, it is deep, it is precious. Trust yourself. Alright, that was it for you, Sag. Hope this helped. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.